from itself, whenever you subtract a number from the same number, it's 0. The answer is always 0, okay? Now let's solve the think smarter. As I told you before, the think smarter part needs more analytical skills. So for the mothers, please don't push your son or your daughter to solve it correctly, because this is a higher level of understanding and of practicing. So not all students are going to solve it. So let's do it together, understand it, solve it, and you can practice on any other problem solving related to our lesson in anywhere. Now, Jeff has 40 pennies, okay? 40. So here is the number. He gives the sum to Joe. Now he gives the sum to Joe, but we don't know how many pennies does he give to Joe, okay? He has 10 pennies left. So Jeff has 40, he gave some, and the remaining is 10 pennies. How many pennies does Jeff give to Joe? Okay, let's do it together. Now, I want to ask you a question. Now, Jeff has 40 pennies, and this is the biggest number, okay? So this is the whole or the part? Excellent, it's the whole, because this is the biggest number. This is what Jeff has, right? So we always in the subtraction, let's do a subtraction sentence here. Oh, just like this and this, okay? So, okay. So 40 here is the whole. It's the whole. It's the biggest number. So we have here 40. Now he gives the sum. When you give someone something, does this add to your stuff? For example, I will tell you, if you have 4 pencils and you gave 2 pencils to your friends, the number you have will decrease, will be smaller, or will increase and be bigger? Of course it will be smaller, because you took from your pencils and you gave to your friends. Now the same here. Jeff has 40 pennies and he gives the sum to Joe. So he took away some. He gives away some, which means we have subtraction. So now, which sign is related to the subtraction? What should I draw here inside this small circle? I should make the minus sign. Now, we don't know how many he gives to Joe, right? But he has how many pennies left? How many is left? 10. So the difference of these two numbers is 10. The answer here for this number sentence is 10. But our question is about this part. This number. How can we find it? Now, we will do a very simple thing. Do you remember in the beginning of the chapter when I talked to you about this, about doing this when we have the whole minus part equal another part? Now, if I want to know the value of this part, what I'm going to do is I will switch their places. Okay, so I will have the whole minus, I will use colors actually. This would be better if we used colors. Okay, so here we have the whole minus part equal another part, right? Now I don't know the value of this part. I need to know the value of this part. What I'm going to do is the following. I will keep the whole in the same place, but I will change the places of the parts. So I will put this here and I will switch the other part here so I can find the value of it. The same is going to be here, okay? So in this part, we have 40 minus, we don't know how many he gives to Jill, but we know this part, how many is left. Now we need to know this number, so we will switch. Do it like this. It will be 40 minus 10 equal, let's see equal what. Now we will draw how many tens to figure out how many tens. 4 tens. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now here we are going to take away how many? Excellent. We are going to take away 1 tenth. 1 tenth. Okay? So we will circle 110 and we cross it. Then we will count how many tenths do we have. We have 1, 2, 3. So the answer is 3 tenths. 3 tenths, which means what? Which means 30. So the final answer is 30 pennies. Okay? Now, as I told you, this rule is so important that I draw it for you. This one is so important. Here, this one, okay? This one is very important. VIP means very important, okay? Now, the whole minus part equal another part. If I need to know this one, I will just need to switch. And that's what happened. Because here is subtraction, okay? So you can do this in subtraction. We will switch the places of the parts in order to know the other part. So here 40 minus 10, we draw 4 tenths and we took away 1 tenth. The remaining is 3 tenths, which means 30. Okay? It's a little bit hard, I know, but if you understood this rule and you try to apply it, you will find those questions are so easy. And by the way, in math, it's more important to be able to solve problems than to solve just number sentences. Because in real life, you are going to have problems to solve. When you go to the grocer or you're going to hypermarket, you are going to deal with money, for example. So you have to know how much will remain with you after you took away or give the cashier a certain amount of money, and you can calculate it correctly. Now, I hope you understand this lesson. Thank you so much for listening. Good luck for all of you. Miss you so much. Have a nice day and see you.